What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to give you the top 10 loadouts for Warzone or Rebirth. So let's get into it. So the first loadout is a sniper loadout. We have the HDR and the FARA. Now I'm just going to show you the attachments, not talk through them because I want this video to be quite quick. So here's the attachments for the HDR. And here are the attachments for the VULTURE EXO. I would recommend using the blueprint because you just gotta look at that reactive camo. So the second loadout is the PKM and the MAC 10. So this is for like actual Warzone. I wouldn't use this in Rebirth because that is a slow ADS gun, and Rebirth you're way more fast paced. That's why a lot of people are using SMG shotgun. I don't like that very much, really. But anyway, this is the loadout for the PKM. That's what I like to use. And the MAC 10, we're using the build that makes you run faster than the train. I really enjoy this build because it's just good, isn't it? You can zoom around the map, and I find it very enjoyable to use because I'm quite a fast-paced player. So this loadout is for when you've just come back from the Gulag and you want to get Ghost or High Alert. Preferably you pick Ghost. So you'd have the Ram 7 with these attachments. Make sure that you put on fully loaded. To make sure you have all the ammo you need, so if any gunfights happen, you're prepared and you don't have to loot up. And then I would use the M19 Akimbo pistols, because at close range they are absolutely dominant. I think they have like one of the highest TTKs in the entire game, so they're extremely good. So that's the loadout for that. Then the fourth one is just what I would probably call the meta right now, personally, in my opinion. So we have the Krig 6 with these attachments. I would recommend the precision reticle for any AR that you're using, any Cold War AR. It's just a lot cleaner, and I enjoy it a lot. The same with the MAC 10, just the same loadout, the one that's faster than the train, because it's just amazing, nothing can beat it. Then this, personally, I would use this in Rebirth, because you have the Ram 7, which can handle that medium long-ish, around that area. Because you're not really taking the long-range fights in Rebirth, they're mostly close range. And the MAC 10 for like when you're right next to people. Because it is by far the best SMG in the game for Warzone. Then I have just two guns which are really underrated in my opinion. You have the Grau, which used to be the meta, my favourite meta personally, with these attachments, and the PPSH with these attachments. This is one of my favourite guns to use. The PPSH is really good. Then we have the what I would call the low recoil. So if you're new to the game, these are the guns you want to run. You want to run the Kilo and the Gallo. I believe they're two extremely good guns. Here are the attachments, and they're good for low-level players because there's no recoil to them. Gallo doesn't really take much skill. You can just spam with it. And yeah, I enjoy these two weapons very much. Now this is the absolute opposite. These are more of a pro build, as the AMAX has a quite a difficult recoil to control compared to the Kilo, but it makes up for that with its high damage and good range profile. These are the attachments, and then the Glacial Mass or the XM4. I like this thing. There is a armory that gives you the thing. I don't know which one it is. It's one of these, I think. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, look that up and buy it if you want to be like a bit like that. I don't know if they've patched it yet. So that's the wrong attachment. We don't want that on there. The 60 round mag. So these are the attachments. And the reason I think that the XM4 is pro is because most people use an SMG to run fast, but if you use an AR at close range, it does more damage. It's just a lot more difficult to use. Trust me, because it's just a different gun. Now, this is another sniper class, which I like to use. The SPR and the AS Val. I think these are just as good as the first sniper class I showed you. These are for more fast-paced sniping, because the SPR can quick scope quite well if you use these attachments. I don't personally like the Kar 98 because it doesn't have the range, but this definitely gives you a lot of range, as you can see by the range tab. And the AS-VAL is just good. It's such an underrated weapon. The damage, the fire rate, it's insane compared to most guns. But yeah, and then the final loadout is what I would call high recoil, high reward, especially with the RAM 7. So here we have the loadout for the RAM 7. It's reasonably good, and I also like to use the Warden's Word or the Gallo shotgun. But you could, if you did want to, swap out for like the MP5, as this is one of my favourite guns to use as well, and it has a very, very high recoil profile, but it does have one of the, I think it is it the best? It's one of the best, highest damage profiles as well. So if you can control the recoil from these two guns, then go ahead, use it. That's the loadout that I would use for that, and the Gallo you've obviously already seen. But yeah, those are the loadouts. My personal favourite, which I'd like to use in most games, is this, what I would call the meta, the Krig 6, and the Gallantry Mac 10, which I really enjoy, so go give that out. But give all of these loadouts a try, because Warzone can get boring when you're not trying out new guns and new weapons and new playstyles and that. So I hope you enjoy, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.